up, you guys? My name is Alexandra and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to be making a recipe that I like to call Aussie breakfast, and the reason why I call it that is because I ate this a lot when I was living down in Australia. I was there for like a few months. It wasn't anything major. Anyway, breezing on by. Aussie breakfast. So this is a staple in my house. If I am off any day of the week, I'm basically making this if I have any or all of these ingredients in my presence. So this is what we're going to be making today. It is essentially toast with veggies, like sauteed veggies on top with avocado and other things. Anyway, let's get into this dish. For this recipe, you will be needing roughly chopped mushrooms, roughly diced onion, preferably white, but red works too, roughly chopped tomatoes, a bajillion cloves of garlic, some zucchini if you got it, some bread, doesn't have to be fancy, just bread, parsley and lemon, avocado, and optionally you can use butter. I use vegan butter, and Vegemite because Aussie breakfast. We're gonna turn our pan to medium heat, and I'm going to add a little bit of butter. Most of the time I just cook this with water, but I'm gonna add a little bit of butter today because it's right here in front of me. Now we're going to chop our garlic and onion. I'm just gonna make this recipe like portion size, like one portion, so like I'm gonna do that and put the quantities below in the end, and also recipe and description. Because once again, I do not write down my recipes. I'm sorry, maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll have a blog or something. I can't see that happening. I'm a rather busy woman, so. Anyway, let's chop this onion. Now that our garlic and onion are chopped, we're going to add it to the pan. Alright, so while our onions and garlic are cooking in the pan, we are going to chop our zucchini, which is optional, but most importantly, our tomatoes. So keep stirring that, but chop these. To be translucent before we add the zucchini. Those onions are looking pretty good. I'm gonna add our zucchini in right now. Alright, so the zucchinis are in, and I forgot to mention that I added the mushrooms as well. They weren't cooking as quickly as I wanted them to, so as I normally do, I will add just a smidge of water, and it'll just help them cook down a little bit more, and they'll steam as they are cooking. And then we are going to add our tomatoes and then turn the heat up just a smidge because we want them to cook down and create kind of a sauce. Once our mixture hits this consistency, we are going to turn off the heat and let it just sit for a minute while the toast toasts, while the bread toasts. The next part for the plating process, we are going to chop our avocado, parsley, and tomato and get it all prepped to throw together. I'm so excited. Alright, you guys, that is everything. Let's plate it up. This is my absolute favorite breakfast. I make it literally all the time. Let's try it. I know it's good, but I'm ready to eat. So. And I did top it with salt and pepper, by the way, if you didn't catch that. I didn't list it in the ingredients, but I will list all of the steps in the description box below. the textures are right, the flavors are right, it's creamy, it's acidic, it's salty. I did not salt the veggies, by the way, I only salted on top. We also have the Vegemite. If you don't have Vegemite, that's totally okay. Most of the time, I don't make it with Vegemite because it's hard to come by here in Canada. But I recently found it at a specialty grocery store, and you can also order these online. I will link them in the description box below as well. But yeah, if you have Vegemite, add the Vegemite. If you don't like Vegemite, I mean, I feel like you're probably like the rest of the entire world besides Australians and then me. Anyways, guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I post every Saturday. And if you haven't checked out last week's video, it was my vlog to Walt Disney World with my boyfriend, and we had a really great time, and I love that vlog so much. I'm gonna get to eating my breakfast, and I will see you next weekend, guys. Cheers.